Alright, again, YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about a con I went to. It's more of a pop culture con than a comic book con. And my F up on Free Comic Book Day that sent me into a pretty pissed off mood about my collection. As you can see, I'm better now. But let's get to the two from the tomb. Figured show a couple these are more or less cover buys. So I picked up Amazing Man, issue number 12. Well, I didn't pick it up, I picked it up out of my collection. But the whole reason I bought this was, of course, for the Frank Miller cover. You can see he did half the cover, or probably 3/4 of the cover. Then somebody else did the bottom part. But yeah, I just really bought that for the cover. Not something I'm trying to collect or anything like that. And I also pulled out Wonder Woman issue 94, a Brian Bolland cover. Bought it for the Poison Ivy appearance. Bought this years ago, and I think I paid $1 for both these books. They may have been part of the same haul, if I remember correctly. So that's two from the tomb. Trying to find some deeper books that I don't see a lot of on YouTube or Instagram. So I figured I'd just show a couple of books that rarely seen, but might be interesting. I was a huge Brian Bolland fan back in the day, but through the years he's like got less and less. He just basically hasn't been on my radar as of lately. And like the last time I heard of him doing anything was him just selling off his collection. That was a couple of years ago, so I'm sure he's been doing the variant here or there, but I don't think he's doing regular series unless I missed it. And if I did, leave a link down, or leave a comment down below. Where was that? But I want to get on to my point about my Free Comic Book Day screw up. So if you watch my last video, I'll leave a link down below for that, for my Free Comic Book Day haul of 2021. I bought 2 Walking Dead issues. Well, I got them in. I really don't have to read those too much because I've already read the compendium. I got them in trade and all that stuff, so I'm buying them basically for the cover right now. I'm just trying to get issue 30 to 192 or 93. I can't remember what it is. I think it's 193. So, and I'm going to try to get the weekly Walking Dead for the rest of them, the first 30 issues. Just so I have every cover of the main series. But, of course, when I go to file them away, I've already have a copy of both of them. So I have both issues already. So I basically threw away $6 for nothing. And what pissed me off even more is I put back an issue of Spawn that I needed and another Walking Dead issue that I needed. Because I thought, oh, I'm going to go with these ones because I like the covers and stuff. I'd rather have these covers first. And it's just one of the things that just pissed me off so bad about my collection that I immediately went on to CLZ and signed up for their app, and I've been scanning, logging, tapping books like it every night. Like I'm trying to do a short box a night or 2 short boxes if it's decent long runs, like with my Green Lantern or Daredevil that I've already logged in or scanned in, whatever you want to call it. So that was my story, man. I was like, I'm not sure if old age is getting up with there or whatever, but I used to remember everything. And again, I have kids too, so I'd get distracted really easy, so I'll blame them. When all this feels, it's never me, it's somebody else's fault. Let's see here. But like I said, I went to a con this past week. I was a little bummed, to be honest with you guys. I want to know what it was. It's a pop culture con. There's maybe about 15 comic book salespeople, or dealers, I should say. And I was just like, it's changed. and I don't think it's changed for the better. Just the attitude of people, both dealer and people buying. It just it used to be like, you could have a conversation about the newest issue or collecting a run and stuff like that. There's none of that talk anymore. It's all about going up, prices going down, not a hot book, this a hot book, that a hot book. And I don't know, maybe it was there, just happened in the 4 hours I was there, but it seemed like every freaking table I went to, it was the same conversation. And I'd be like flipping through the books, I'm trying to fill runs, looking for my DC first appearances and stuff like that, that I'm trying to collect. And it's just like people, customers or patrons or whatever you want to call them, come up, guy would be like, this is an actual conversation I went to, or overheard. Hey, do you have any key books? Oh, here's just like, a couple here. The guy said, oh, I'm not interested in those, and just walked away. Like, what the hell? That's not. I get it. You might not win. Like, hey, oh, thank you. I appreciate you to show me anything, man. But holy hell, it wasn't even like, I looked up at the guy. I was like, whoa. Like, man, that's really cool. And then some of the dealers, not giving people, not that they have to give people a deal or anything like that, but not working with people at all. They're like, oh, it's on eBay. And I'm overhearing these conversations, like, really turning me off to this whole hobby. I'm like, man, did this hobby, like, pass me by? Or what the hell's going on here? Like, it's like I feel like I don't belong to this hobby anymore. So I, of course, thought about it and was like, again, it's not me, it's them. It's somebody else's fault, But I just thought it was weird. It just, like, it changed. Like, it used to be, I'm not sure, maybe it's just the con. Maybe if I went to, like, a Baltimore Comic Con, it'd be more about that. But the con I went to locally here was nothing like that. It was like, speculators or us or whatever the hell you want to call them. And that's fine. You can collect like that. I don't care. But damn it, man, we needed just normal people. When I say normal people, just people that just like collecting for different reasons, not just for one reason. So let's get on to the haul here. So speaking of celebrations, somebody's got a birthday coming up, Mr. the King Jack Kirby. So I got Demon issue number 2 for $2. Super happy to have it. This is one of them series that I'm putting together slowly but surely. I think I'm like 9 or 10 issues in. It's one of them series that I talked myself into, that I'm not paying a certain amount, more than a certain amount for a book. And I think a Demon's like $5. And I think the most I spent on a Demon book was like $3, and I got the first issue for $3. The rest of them I've gotten for under $1. Next up, I picked up a Flash book for, look at that price, $2, man. Can't front on that, as the kids say. It's a Flash issue 206. Anytime I can find a Silver Age or Bronze Age book for that cheap, I'm picking it up. I don't care if it's what it is, especially if it's DC or Marvel. I just love the era of books. I think they're you get a solid story in them. Plus, they're just really cool looking too, and it just feels like you're holding history sometimes. But I mean, you can just tell like how dated the outfit the lady's wearing here, just a sign of the times, and it's pretty cool. It's you always feel like it's just like a flashback in time, no pun intended. Another series that I've been piecing together is Godzilla, King of Monsters. This is issue number 3, First the Champions. I have this is one of those other books that I refuse to pay any more than like $5 for, and this is the most I spent on anything in this series, and it's like I spent like $3 on this one, and it's I spent $1 on the first issue back in the day, so I still have it. So it's one of those series that I just piece together as I'm going along, digging through dollar bins and 5 or less bins and stuff like that. It's always one of the books I'm always on keeping my eye out for. Of course, you got the Herb Trimpe artwork on it. Got it off my chest. Superman 247. Those have not been following my channel for more than a year. Don't know, but I do collect Superman books. It's one of them books that I refuse to pay over $5 for. I like my Godzilla. I refuse to pay for certain series just because I got it in my mind that I don't think they're worth that much. Except there's a few Superman books like 199, was it 233, stuff like that. I know that's I'm going to pay a little bit more money for, but I figure if I can get like a big giant haul or something like that where it's mixed in with a book and I can divide it by and it comes under $5, I think I'll be all right. But yeah, I do buy Superman books, and I paid $3 for this one. I may already own this copy, which is sort of pissing me off right now. But I know this is a better looking version than the one I have, unless I put the other one back. I'm not 100% sure, so I'll give you an update next week or the week after. So those were all my bargain books. These other ones I paid a little bit more for, but I got a nice discount because I know the people and stuff like that, so they always knock a couple bucks off for me. You make a pile, that's the best way to get your money, get stuff, people to pull down. If you just go up and, like, you know, say, oh, will you take $1 for this, you know, they're gonna more or less not work with you. But if you go up with a, you know, stack like this, yeah, say they want $12 for all that, and say, oh, how about 10? You're more likely gonna get it. Number one, you get rid of some of their inventory for them. And number two, you're, you know, spending more money. Next up we got, these are all Mylar because I ran out of poly bags, obviously. That's why I still got the stickers. But I picked up Amazing Spider-Man issue 315. So my Todd McFarlane run's coming pretty close to being completed. Of course, I need 299, 298, 300, what is that, 322. So 4 more issues away from my Todd McFarlane run, and I'll be happy. So be on the lookout for that 300. $5 or less. I'm probably going to pay a little bit of money. I'm hoping to get rid of some of my books. I've been scanning with that CLZ app. Like I said, I have a ton of doubles, and it's just for me double dipping. I also have stuff I just don't want anymore in my collection. Books I read, and I think, am I going to read this again, or, you know, stuff like that. If it's like no, or if I'm on the fence, it's going into the get rid of me pile. Not saying it's going to be sold or anything, because I got about 6 long boxes downstairs in my closet. The stuff I've been trying to sell for the last like 9 years. That's the real. That's the real tomb. Next up, another book I almost bought a couple years ago. That had like a nice little stain right there, right where Blade's leg was. For the same price that I bought this one for. Of course, this is Tomb of Dracula, issue number 45. But I've been looking for this book for a long time. It's pretty hard to find sometimes. It's one of those books that every time you go through like the back issues, you'll like see every issue. Well, you won't see the first 10 issues, but you'll see like not even the first 15, but anything after that you'll like see then there. And this book's always missing, so I finally got it for the price I was going to pay for a piece of shit copy. Not that I'm against that, but I just can't do staining or stuff like that. I can take missing pieces of the cover, even a couple of spine ticks. Probably gave somebody anxiety as I'm doing that. But I can take that, but I just can't do water stain or mildew, mold. I can't. If I see that anywhere near there, I'm throwing it right out. So, but this is a beautiful looking copy, and it's another series that I buy when I find it in the dollar bins. No matter what the condition, if it's the right price, I'll pick it up. Like I said, I got ones with creases and stuff like that. I just don't do water damage too much. I mean, I do have a couple books that are stained or whatever from who the hell knows what. But I do end up like I said, I do have a few of those in my collection, but if I'm gonna buy it, if it's not like a real issue that I really need, I'm passing on it. Like some of my Batman books I did have to buy, like they're just older. And you just got a little bit of damage on it, so I can deal with that. As long as there's no black mold or, you know, that mildew, and I'm fine. Picked up Aquaman issue number 2 from the New 52. I should have picked up number 1. I totally forgot the book when I was there. This was in my pile, and I just forgot to pick it up. So there's another show coming up in a couple weeks where I can get that first issue back for, I think it's like $5. I think it's a decent price for it for the first issue of the New 52. I heard the Jeff Johns run was really good. So, and I thought that was a badass creature on there. I believe it's the first appearance of the Trench or something like that, King Trench. Definitely, that's what it said on the sticker at least. But I wanted to buy it. I thought that was a pretty cool, man. And I just forgot to pick up the first issue so I could read the story. So we're going to be looking for issues 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. I believe that's the first arc. Runs in with the others. I know about that a little bit, but yeah, I just thought that was bad. That's pretty cool. Let me know if you read the Aquaman New 52 run. Let me know what you think of it. Like I said, I do collect DC Comics first appearances, so anytime I got like a list of people, you know, Batman for Detective Comic 27 is on my list, Action 1's on my list, Showcase number 4, you know, it's minor keys, but no, but I do collect just run-of-the-mill, different DC characters. So I picked up issue 521 of Action Comics. First appearance of the Vixen. So glad to finally have this one. I've been looking for this book for a while, actually. Action Comics is also like one of those series that I buy that I like my Detective Comics. I only buy I buy Silver Age, Bronze Age, or Action Comics, and also buy first appearances or major villains like Lex Luthor and stuff like that. I'll pick those books up, but I'm not trying to put like a huge run together of that. And if I do find them, they have to be fairly cheap. I mean, I paid a little bit of money for this one because it's a really nice copy. I paid like, I think it's $16 for it. So I think I got a decent deal on it. It's complete, it's nice looking. Last one I picked up, a book I've been looking in every damn dollar bin for the past few years. This is one of those books I always thought it should be in back in a dollar box. I gotta find it sometime. I've been looking for it for like 6 or 7 years. Of course, it's the Demon Annual 2 Bloodlines. It's part of the Bloodlines series where they every annual introduced a brand new character, which I should probably start trying to put that together. I got a lot of them, but I don't have them all, so it should, yeah, maybe that's something I'll just piece together too, now that I got this one out of the way. I think this is the big issue out of all of them. Garth Ennis, of course, wrote it, and it's introducing the Hitman, so, but I ended up paying $6 for it. It was $12 originally, but I got it for half off, so I couldn't pass it up. Again, it's not like some book that's like a major key or anything like that, but it's just one of those books I thought, it should be in a dollar bin. So alright guys, thanks for watching, thanks for listening to me ramble. Please check out my Instagram down below. If you didn't like this video, check out one of the good channels down below. Probably like something better they probably got a better video than somebody rambling on. Yeah, definitely check out those guys down below. They lots of good stuff coming out. Enjoyed Sequential Geek's last video too. That was really good. Kenny had a good video a couple days ago too about his I believe it's Third Eye Comics. He got a real nice looking book for a really good price, so check that one out for sure, man. Thumb it up, tell him PZE sent you. Yeah, it's a really cool video. I really like that, the book he got, so check that out. Yeah, I believe Big Elbow came out with a new video too. Check that out for sure too. Alright guys, check out all the other channels too. They're all good. So we'll talk to you next time.